Hi everybody, I'm Tim Estiloz. I'm a film critic for Boston Latino TV, Examiner.com, FirstLookOnline.com, and soon to be for PopRat.com. Well, at first I started out working as an entertainment reporter for television, doing a lot of the celebrity interviews, that kind of thing, but I've always loved film ever since I was a kid. So about 4 or 5 years ago, Examiner.com was getting started, and they decided to launch the website by auditioning a few people who wanted to be film critics. So I sent in some of my stuff, they liked it, they called me back, they flew me into Denver, and I started out being Examiner.com's first Boston film critic. My favorite movie, there's about 2 or 3 of them. I like Lawrence of Arabia, love Lawrence of Arabia. David Lean's shot of Omar Sharif coming across the horizon in that desert, great shot there. West Side Story, one of my favorite musicals. But I think probably my favorite movie is a guilty pleasure. It's John Sturges' 1963, The Great Escape. I mean, you got a great ensemble in there. You got Steve McQueen, Richard Attenborough, James Garner, David McCallum. Just a great cast about this World War II escape from a POW camp. And the reason I know it's my favorite movie is no matter how many times I see it while I'm channel surfing on the TV set, I gotta stop and watch this film. And you can't get much better than Steve McQueen on a motorcycle going across the countryside trying to escape from the Nazis. Hey, it's a great flick. I love it all the time. My least favorite film falls into 2 answers there. I don't like the genre that Adam Sandler's been doing lately, where basically he's, just coming up with every bodily function that he can throw at the screen. Just, really sophomoric humor. So I'm not a big fan of that kind of stuff. But probably my least favorite movie came out earlier this year. It was in the theaters for about a New York minute. It was at Movie 43, where they had a great ensemble cast. I mean, all A-list actors. And it was the only movie that I can recall walking out of about 2/3 of the way through. I mean, it was sort of a takeoff on the old Kentucky Fried Movie kind of vignettes of all these comedic moments. But come on, you got 2 Oscar winners. You've got Kate Winslet and you've got Hugh Jackman. And their running gag is they're sitting at dinner and she's staring at his neck because she's the only one that notices that there's a pair of testicles hanging from his throat. I think the best thing about the world of movies right now is that there's a lot of opportunities for independent filmmakers to come up with some really good stuff. We've got all these, blockbusters coming out, but there's still a market, a niche opportunities for young and even not so young independent filmmakers to make some great stuff. It's just that we've got to get out there and support it and find them. Also, one of the best things about cinema for me personally is just being able to, with all the troubles in the world, going into a theater, even if the movie's bad, just kind of escape for a couple of hours and go into a different world. That's the way it was when I was a kid. It's the way it is now. The worst thing about movies right now are studios just trying to suck every single buck they can out of an unsuspecting public by making everything on either IMAX or 3D. Granted, there's a lot of movies that look spectacular on IMAX, so my beef isn't so much with the IMAX. But come on, 3D, a lot of these movies aren't even shot on 3D. They just shoot it first and then, change it digitally into a 3D format that it really doesn't work. A lot of these movies don't even need to be seen on 3D. Saw Man of Steel, saw it on 2D, saw it on 3D. No difference. No difference. It's just to get money from the public, and it's a money grab. My parting thoughts would be this. There's so many blockbusters out there, and there's a generation that, they get a lot of the advertising, they see a lot of the new movies coming out. I recommend a lot of people just go back and check out some of the older stuff, the old classics, some old movies from the 20s, the 30s, the 40s. Educate yourself. Find out where some of these films from today got their inspiration from back in the day. Check that stuff out.